Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, if you guys are new. And today I'm gonna be telling a story time. I just realized I have a stain on my shirt. And it's from chocolate. Alright guys, so I had to skirt my shirt real quick. So today's gonna be a story time, and it's called The Roof, okay? This is one of the most funniest stories I've ever, not most of the funniest stories, this is one of the most funniest things that has ever, I have ever encountered in my life. And this is about when my parents were OGs and they were young bulls when they were really like 30 something. So, alright. So for the sake of the story time, I'm gonna not say everybody's name. Or nobody's name, honestly. Yeah, I'm not saying nobody's name. So, I'm gonna nickname them. So, let's say Jay. Because there were 3 guys. 4. Shh, baby. Shh. So, J, B. She keeps growling. That way. J, B, and I. The 4th person. This is my best friend that passed away, and his initial is E, so we're gonna say E for him. And let's get into the story. Okay, so this story took place when I was 16 years old. 16 years of age. Oh, I miss those days. But anyways, so let me tell y'all that I never really hung out with girls. I've never been, I don't know, I've always been with guys, and it's never been in that type of time. I've just always been friends with guys because they're more calm and collected. Unlike girls, they're very dramatic, they're very gossipy, they're very and I hate it. I only hang out with 1 girl, and I speak to 2 other girls, and that's it. Only 3 friends, and that's it. So there was these 4 guys, and it was J, I, and B, my best friend E, and we were chilling outside, you know. It was in the summer, we didn't have school, we were chilling, enjoying our time, blah, blah, blah. So my parents would always come outside and hang out with us because, you know how parents are there. At least, my parents were very fun. So they would chill with me and my friends and have a good time, bust it up, blah, blah, blah. So for a very, very long time, JB and I were trying to convince my parents to go to the roof. To the roof. So my parents was like, no. So the roof, okay, is obviously the roof of their house. They would always go over there to chill in the night and, just talk and think. And that was like their escape place. And they've been trying to convince my parents to go with us because my parents, like I said, they were like really close to us. So they viewed my parents as their parents as well. And they were trying to convince them to come, and they kept saying no. It was like for 2-3 weeks that they were trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. My mom finally was like, okay, you know what? I don't care. But my dad was the one that was like, no, I'm grown. I'm not on that type time. That's for you kids. That's for the young bulls, the young bucks. So we kept on. Mind you, I wanted to go because I'm like, ooh, this sounds like an adventure. But, my parents was like, no. So, well, not my parents, my dad. So, this day, it was me, J, B, I, and E. And Jay decided to peace out because he had 2 females with him, and he was tired and, guy stuff. And he was like, I'm gonna peace out. I see y'all later, da 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 da. So, I kept trying to he kept insisting. And then I was like, how about this? He was like, I bet you $20 that you're not gonna go to the roof. He told my dad. My dad said, $20? He was like, I bet you $20 that you're not gonna go to the roof. He was like, Come again. Come again. $20. $20. You know, when you hear money, you're like, oh. And I don't gotta do nothing for it. I don't gotta work. I don't gotta do nothing. You're just gonna give it to me if I'm doing it. So my dad was like, all right, we're doing it. And I'm looking at my dad and I'm like, you going to the roof? He was like, yep. I was like, we're going to the roof. So I'm like, yes, we're going to the roof. Whoop, whoop, we're going to the roof. Whoop, whoop. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at my best friend. God rest his soul. So I look at my best friend and I'm like, are you coming with us? Like, we go to the roof. Mind you, this is exactly what I was doing. Like, I was so excited. I was so hyped. So he's like, you know what? Might as well. All right. We all going to the roof. We start walking. Mind you, it's 12 of us. And we gotta sneak into J&B's grandma's house. We are going over there squad deep, like squad deep. So we're like, oh Lord. And the whole way over there, we're like, mom, to my mom and my dad, like, are y'all really gonna do this? Like, y'all really not gonna punk out once we get there, da 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 da. And he like, no, we're doing this. We get $20 out of this. We gonna do this, da 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 da. So, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, your parents are so lit. They're awesome. I wish my parents was like that. I'm like, I know. So we walking over there and we finally get there, right? The door's locked and J and B don't have their keys. I mean, B doesn't have his keys because J had already went there. So B doesn't have his keys. And he's like, oh. And everybody's like, oh, we really just walked over here for nothing. We about to skirt back home and call it a night, peace out, and go to sleep. Because it was like 12 o'clock already, like 12 or 1 o'clock already. So he's like, no, we did not walk over here for nothing. Like, we just really convinced your parents to get up on the roof, so we're going to do this. Like, we're not going to just let this moment go away. Like, we're not going to do this ever again. Like, it's not going to happen again. So I'm like, you know what? You're right. So B decides to be a monkey and climb up on a, you know, the poles on the side of the houses. He decided to climb up on one of those. Mind you, it's dark. You can't see anything at all. Because we was in his yard. You couldn't see anything. So, God knows, I was probably stepping in doo-doo and all this other stuff. And I didn't know. So, he climbs and he gets to a window that's open. He finds a window that's open. He climbs through. He goes downstairs and opens the door for us. Shh, baby, shut up. So we're all like, oh my God. So, there's 12 of us, but I'm not gonna say everybody's name because they're all there, but they never really, like, they didn't really play part in it. But you know what, for sake of the story time, I'm just gonna give them nicknames, but I'm not gonna mention them. So, I already said J-I-B-E. So, one is gonna be Tay-Tay, one is gonna be Katie, one is gonna be, Lena. So J-I-B-E, me, my mom, my dad, Tay-Tay, Kate, Lena, and there's 2 other people that I don't remember right now. But I know it was 12 of us because I remember counting. I'm like going over there right now. So, all right, we walk in and we're all like, shh, don't make no noise. Da, 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 da. So the whole concept, like the whole point of us going over there was we were gonna throw eggs out off the roof. So we're like, we get in there. Mind you, we're coming in through the back entrance, which is next, like the kitchen is right there. So B goes straight to the fridge and he just grabs all the eggs and takes them all out. And I'm like, you're really gonna take all the eggs? Like, your grandparents are gonna kill you. And he's like, oh well, who cares? This is like one hell of a day, one hell of a night, so let's do it. Like, who cares? So I'm like, okay, cool. So we finally, like, we all settle down and we all talk. And we're like, okay, we gotta go upstairs. Mind you, it's a 3-story house. We gotta go upstairs quietly, no noise, and then get out the window, climb up on the little pole, get on the roof, and then the day. Okay. Bam. to edit that part out. I said his name. So I decide to be the first one to climb up the steps. And then my father, being the fun person he is, decides to go behind him. So I'm behind my dad and we're all walking. Mind you, every step is creaking. It's 12 of us, so we're all like cling, 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 cling. A 3-story house. We gotta go up 2 sets of stairs. And we're like cling, 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 cling. So we finally get to the room that we're all gonna settle in and huddle up so we can talk, and then, you know, we can skirt to the roof. So we get to the room and Jay was sleeping. He was knocked out. So I walks in and my dad walks in behind him, and then I walk in. So Jay sees and I live there, so I was like, you know, Jay wasn't feeling no type of way. He's like, okay, he's home, blah blah blah. But once he seen my dad, he was like, yo, am I sleeping? And then he closed his eyes because he really thought that he was dreaming. He closed his eyes and then he opens them again, and then everybody was in the room. He was like, how did y'all get here? Da, 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 da. We're like, we're going to the roof. So I decided to come up with a song. He's like, where are we going? To the roof. Where are we going? To the roof. Mind you, we all dumbasses and we're all just sitting there like, where are we going? To the roof. Where are we going? To the roof. Mind you, J and B's grandparents are downstairs sleeping. They knocked out and we're upstairs like doing all this noise. So then B was like, okay, we gotta go to the other room to get out through the window to climb up the thing to get on top of the roof. Cool. So we're like, okay. We all walking. And then my best friend, he's looking at me. He's like, oh my God, I'm scared. We really just snuck into these people's house. Like, we're breaking rules. We gonna get arrested. Da 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 da. All this stuff. And we're just like, listen, it's time to have fun. Like, who cares? So we get to the window. Yeah, to the room with the window that we gotta climb up. And then me and my mom look at each other and I'm like, I need to pee very bad. And my mom's like, me too. And then I look at B and I'm like, yo, we need to pee really bad. And he's like, the bathroom's downstairs in my grandma's room. And I was like, I'm not going in there. Nope. Skirt. Skirt, skirt. I'm not going in there. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, but I need to pee. And he's like, well, you're going to have to pee up on the roof. Son, I peed on the roof once we got up there. But let's continue, right? So we get to the we get out the window, and then I'm looking up, and you know roofs are like, you know, them walls are really freaking really long. So I'm like, how am I gonna get up there? I don't climb. I've never done anything like this before in my life, and I'm just like, how? So I decide to, my dad puts his hand like this, so I get on his hand, and then B drags me up, and I get to the roof, and then one by one everybody gets up on the roof. So the eggs are there, the whole 12 of us are up there, and we're just up there enjoying our time. The neighbors come out. We were being too loud and too reckless that the neighbors come out, and they're like, what are you guys doing out there? We're like, we're just chilling. And they're like, you're making too much noise. And we're like, but it's Friday. And we're just up there like, you know, we're like yelling, but not yelling. We're like whisper yelling at them. Because their grandparents' room was the first room. So we're on the roof. So, you know, we're on the roof to the front of the house. So their room is right under us. So we're like yelling but whispering at the same time. And then that happens, and they had a dog, and the dog got loose out of nowhere and runs across the street. So we're like, oh, we gotta get the dog. And we're like, how are we gonna get the dog? We're all up here. Like, but the neighbors grabbed the dog, and that was said and done. So we all just chilling up there, having a time of our life, just, you know, looking at the view, throwing eggs at people, throwing eggs at cars. My mom decides to throw an egg. Guess where it hits? A cop car. It hits a cop car. So my mom's on the roof. My mom's on the roof like this. Like, this is the roof, and my mom's like, oh my god, I hit a cop car. So I'm like, Mom, get away from the roof, because they stopped, they parked and everything, and they started like with the light, you know, looking everywhere, looking up on the roofs and stuff. So we're all like, shh. And we're all like down on the floor, like, oh my god, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get arrested, and then we're all not even supposed to be here. Da, 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 da. And we're like, oh my god. So we're all like this, and my mom is the special one that decides to stay right there looking looking from the roof, looking at the cops. And my dad's like, get down, get down, get down. So then the cops finally leave, and then me and my mom talking, and I'm like, yo, I still haven't went pee. And my mom's like, I haven't either. So I'm like, damn, we gotta go pee. So I look at B and I'm like, yo, we really need to go pee. And he was like, go pee on somebody else's roof, because you're not peeing on my roof. Bruh. We walked like 3 houses. Three roof house, you know what I mean, 3 house roofs, whatever. And we peed on the roof of somebody's house. And then we got off. I mean, not got off, but we left. And we still sitting there just enjoying our time, having fun. We stayed there till like 6 in the morning, I believe. So we finally have our whole fun, blah blah blah, and then we, you know, it's time for us to bounce. I'm not scared of heights, but one thing that I will tell you is, when I'm high up and it's dark and there's nothing to physically help me get down, I start having a freaking attack, because I'm like, okay, it's either I jump or I jump, because I don't know how to get down from here. So I'm looking and I'm like, how am I gonna get down? And everybody's already down there like, come on. And I'm like, but how am I gonna get down? And they're like, come on, we gotta get off the roof. So I'm like, oh my god. So my dad and B decide to help me again, so I finally get down. Then we get into the room again, and then we all huddle up and we're like, yo, this is the best night, da 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 da. We had fun. And then my best friend is like, okay, well, it's late, I gotta go home. I'm pretty sure my mom's go crazy looking for me, blah blah blah. So alright, it's time for us to all leave. So we're like, okay, the one thing is, how are we gonna get out of here without making any noise? It's like 6 in the morning, and you know, grandparents tend to wake up really, really early compared to us, right? So we're like, it's like 6 in the morning. What if they're already downstairs and we're up here just and they're downstairs like, who's upstairs? Like, you know? So we're all panicking. So then I decide to go downstairs and go check if they're downstairs and see if they're sleeping. And they were sleeping. So B comes and he's like, okay, y'all gotta make a run for it. Like, he was like, I don't care how much noise y'all make, but y'all gotta go. Like, y'all gotta like, skirt. So we're like, okay. So, mind you, 2 sets of stairs that we gotta run down, unlock the door, go. So me, my mom, my dad, and my best friend looked at each other and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this. All right. So we're like, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Pop, 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 pop. We start running. And then we go down the steps, and then we go out the door, and then we leave. We had to walk all the way home. I don't even remember that. We had to walk all the way home at 6 in the morning. And then we had to drop off my best friend at his house. So, yeah, it was a very, very long night. But it was one of the funnest nights because, like, you know, when do you hear somebody's parents doing something like that? Like, they're grown. Like, you know, they're sneaking into somebody's house. Like, thank the Lord Jesus that we did not get caught. And then, like, a few weeks after that, I actually met their parents, and I could not help but start, like I could not help but laugh because I'm like, yo, I was just in this house in the roof and you didn't even know, like. But yeah, guys, that's the story time about the time that we went to the roof, and I hope that you guys like it and give it a thumbs up and share and comment and subscribe and give me all the love, because I'm here to give you all the love. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. Mwah.